Let's go through my final ACC Power Rankings after the 2024 college football season. And at number 1, I have the team that made the playoffs and won the ACC and the Clemson Tigers. The ACC was absolutely wide open for grabs. There were some ups and downs, but I do have Clemson at number 1. At number 2, I have SMU. This team had a really good year 1 in the ACC. They should be a lot better moving forward. They have great NIL resources, and Rhett Lashley has this team in a good spot. At number 3, I have Syracuse. This is a team that won double-digit games with the year 1 head coach and Fran Brown, and they beat Miami. Right behind Syracuse, I have Miami at number 4. Miami was a good team, but their defense was a big issue. Mario Cristobal needs to address that issue. At number 5, I have Louisville. Jeff Brom continues to do his thing and use the portal and keep this team winning around 8 to 9 football games, but can they take that step forward next season and win double-digit games? And can they compete for an ACC title? The team that could be dangerous next season is Georgia Tech. They had a solid 2024 season, and I have them at number 6. They should be returning Haynes King at quarterback, and this should be a good team next season. At number 7, I have Duke. They lost their quarterback in Malik Murphy, but they got Darian Mensah, an absolute baller. This team will be interesting moving forward, and I have them at number 7. At number 8, I have Virginia Tech. They were a lot worse than I expected, but they were okay. They weren't terrible. Next season, they return Kyron Jones, and I'm interested to see if they could take that step forward that people expected them to. At number 9, I have Boston College. They were okay. They weren't bad. They weren't good. Nothing much to say about them. At number 10, I have Pitt. This is a team that started 7-0, and a lot of people had them in their playoff conversation, but they completely fell off, losing to Toledo in their bowl game and losing 6 straight. At number 11, I have Virginia. They had a couple good showings, but they were a pretty bad football team. At number 12, I have NC State. This team was a major disappointment to me. If you guys watched this channel in the preseason, you would know that I picked this team to make the ACC title. I really like what they did in the portal, but they completely fell apart and only made a bowl game, but they lost to East Carolina in that bowl game. Another team that I was higher on is Cal, but they only made a bowl game even after the decent start they had beating Auburn, and I have them at number 13. At number 14, I have North Carolina. This team lost some major offensive production, and they did take a step back, and Mac Brown did get fired. At number 15, I have Wake Forest. Ever since this team lost Sam Hartman at quarterback, they have really struggled. Dave Clawson needs to get this team back on the right track. At number 16, I have Stanford. They are a young team. They did go 3-9 for the 4th season in a row, but I'm expecting them to take a step forward next season. And lastly, at number 17, I have Florida State. This team was probably the worst Power 4 team, maybe the second worst Power 4 team. They were not good at all.